Welcome to another episode of Come Tom Live. I want to encourage you to please subscribe to this channel, and I want to appreciate all our subscribers and our few friends that have been sharing this link to all the family members in their groups, in their platform, other platform. Thank you for doing so. I don't take your subscription for granted. Thank you. The Bible says the word of the Lord, the head shall be filled with the word of the Lord as the water cover the sea. If you are sharing this thing, you are part of the team that God is using to spread the good news. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for reaching out to thousands of people. I really appreciate your contribution and your collaboration. Thank you so much. A few weeks ago, I started a series on sexuality because I noticed that this world, devil is about to push massive scale of immorality pictures and images and fashion to our world in few years time that will set people's mind and marriages on fire. And that's the reason why I'm sharing this thing on biblical principle, because the Bible says we shall know the truth and the truth shall set us free, because a lot of lies are flying around us, and I want us to do it, in God's way. Because many people are saying that, why are you bringing Bible to this to this topic? Why are you bringing Bible to this topic? Because in the olden days, they are not they are enjoying. They are not under this severe pressure that we are facing. My brother and sister, I want to let you know that they face these challenges. They face this pressure as well, because it was recorded in the book of Genesis. Prostitution was first mentioned in the book of Genesis in the Bible. So they also face this pressure, this sexual, the premarital sex. And it was recorded as well in the law of Moses that anyone, there was a severe punishment for anyone that commits adultery that time. And the law of Moses stated that they should pile stone and stone the person to death. That was the law of Moses. That was what the law of Moses said. In fact, there was a time that some group of people brought a lady to Jesus Christ and said the law of Moses said that we should stone her to death. She was caught committing adultery by herself. Can you imagine that? So the consequences of it is to pile stones on them and stone them to death. But people are not piling stone again. There is no physical stone again. But the stone that we have now is spiritual stone, and it's more devastating than physical one. I pray that you will not lose your destiny. So a few weeks ago, I started this series on the consequences of premarital sex. I mentioned number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So perhaps you have not watched it, or you are joining us for the first time. I want to encourage you, please go through all the series for better understanding. So today I'll be talking more about number 5 of the consequences. It is premarital sex attack spiritual cause. It's attract spiritual cause. That was what I said, that in the Old Testament, there was a spell, that was a severe punishment that was sanctioned, that was placed on premarital sex. That's you pile stone and kill the person. But today, what we have is cause. The cause is more significant. It's more devastating than casting and than piling stone for people. Number 6 is stunts the development of character. Premarital sex stunts the development of character. The more you are trying to fix it, the urge, the appetite comes. Start dragging you towards it. And if you don't have adequate self-control, you don't have self-control, you don't have discipline, it will be very difficult for you, to control yourself. So premarital sex stunts the development of character. Number 7 on my list It can affect future sexual fulfillment. Premarital sex can affect future sexual fulfillment in marriage. Most of sex that we have before marriage are selfish sex. Sex just to satisfy our urge, to satisfy ourselves. But sex within marriage is to satisfy your partner, and that is why sex in marriage is different from casual sex, because it's not focusing on you, it's focusing on your partner. So sex in marriage does not focus on self, it focuses on other person, his need. Because once you focus your attention for satisfying your partner, it has become selfish one. That is what you have before you get married. Only me, only me. But when the lady say I'm not doing, it's turn to something else. So process in marriage focuses on your partner. So it doesn't take advantage of your partner, because the sex that the Bible preaches is drives patience. It's drive by patience. Because if you are not patient enough, you can't have sexual fulfillment in marriage, because there are some factors that will put you on temporary check and suspension in marriage, especially when your wife is pregnant. You can be suspended for a few months. It depends on the nature of the lady. So if you are not patient before marry the lady, you will have sex with someone else's outside. So you have to be patient. You have to, you have to understand why you need to stay away from it now. And those things come with self-discipline, with self-control. So premarital sex can affect your future sexual fulfillment. So if you find it difficult to hold yourself when you are still single, you will find it very difficult to hold yourself when you are married, and when you need to stay away from it for a few weeks, few months, because you need to support your wife for pregnancy, or when she's having a period, or when she's sick. All those kind of situations like that happen in marriage. The last one from these consequences I want to talk about is premarital sex will save. Premarital sex, if you don't do it, it will save the opportunity of comparing your spouse with other people you have slept with before. It will to save you from comparing yourself with other people you have slept with before. A lady came to me saying that I'm having a challenge. I'm having a serious problem with my spouse, with my marriage. I said, why? What's the problem? He said, my husband doesn't do it with my ex. Did it. And if you are telling a man that can be very, 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 very disastrous at home or in marriage. So premarital says, keeping yourself pure, doesn't give opportunity, doesn't give room for comparison. It doesn't give room for comparison. It doesn't give room for unnecessary comparison of sex, even the size of the body, size of body parts. It doesn't give room for that kind of stuff, because those are the things that breaks marriages in our world today. I pray that God will help you. God will grant you wisdom and understanding to stay away from premarital sex And I pray that every devil will not destroy your destiny. God will be with you, perfect every wish concerning you on every side. You will succeed, you will prosper, you will grow well, and God will bless you on every side. Thank you for joining me once again. Have a wonderful day.